a panel of growth, impact, and influence. If you look at the people sitting with me, they are examples of growth, people who have grown over time. If you looked at them during our first year hangout and look at them now, you will all agree with me that they've all grown in different ways. They've also impacted and also have influence over the people that they lead. So we just want to ask them how they've been doing it. So I'll go just in no particular order. So let's start with Reda. I used to know Reda when she was a school administrator, and at that time she sold eggs as well from the trunk of her car and live chicken. So Reda, I just want to know, let's start from the beginning. What was that defining moment for you when you decided, oh, I'm done with this 9 to 5 life, I just want business?
Okay, it got to a point, I knew I could do more, but the job was not allowing me to do more. It happened like, the time I was putting for someone else's business, I said if I put this particular time into my own with consistency, I think I will see the difference. I think at that point I just needed to leave. And that was the hardest decision I made in my life, was leaving the education sector to do business.
Okay, so I'll move to Eran Gay. Eran Gay is an example of somebody who started with almost nothing. When she started with us in 2020, she used to deliver all by herself. She used to go she would come to pick from you, take care, and then deliver. We are all testament of our growth, of when she even got her first bike. Those of us who were in the community at that time, we saw it. So Eran Gay, I just want to ask you, looking back to where you started from, is there one thing you wish you had known, that you known before that you know now?
Good evening, everybody. Okay, personally, what I would have said I wished I had known is, I wish the idea came a long time ago. Although I knew it was inbuilt, because I have cases of people who call on me to help do one thing or the other, even at home, among friends, and the rest of them. But I was neglecting that aspect of life until 2020, when I said, okay, since people are comfortable with helping them out with various tasks, why not convert these activities into cash? So my regret is I would have started a long time ago.
So thank you. I will move on to Nerich. Nerich is also an example of a person we know that started really small. In fact, when Nerich joined us, she used to be called, we had Nerich Ukwa at that time. And it was she selling food in bowls and plates. I think that was what we knew her as before we moved to Nerich Pots, Nerich Groceries, and all of that. So she is also an example of somebody we have seen grow. So Nerich, I just want to ask you, what's your message for someone starting small? What's your message from someone who is selling from a booth, a doorstep, a WhatsApp group? Because I know that you still don't have like a particular physical shop. So you will be the best person to advise people who feel discouraged starting small from a WhatsApp group.
Thank you very much. I would say starting small is actually a blessing. When you go into business with all the funds, most times you miss some lessons you're supposed to learn. But when you go into business with little or nothing, you will find that you learn the nitty-gritties of running that business. I actually started the business wanting to run it from a joint, and actually there was no money then. But today, I can tell you that if I want to rent a space, I can comfortably do that, but I'm no longer interested. Running the business online is like super interesting for me. It reaches a wider audience than if I had just situated myself somewhere in one shop and concentrated in selling from my space. That is not saying that having a physical shop is bad in itself. It's equally good. But you can't run a physical shop currently without having an online presence. It's not even possible. I don't think there's anyone here who has a physical shop that doesn't still try to come up and also show up online as often as possible. If you're consistent running online, you'll see that it gives you more leverage than just sitting at your shop and waiting for people to walk in. So starting small is actually a blessing. Thank you.
Okay, so we'll just go around this. So Reda, I'll come to you again. You're also a person that I have seen grown, not just grown really well, grown in business, grown in leadership as well. How would you say you did it? Because we know you when you were selling eggs. In fact, you delivered eggs to me at one point. How did you now conceive the idea? And what has kept you? What has kept your growth?
Okay, thank you very much for that question. Business is not easy. I want to start with what Mary said at one point. You can be anywhere and you'll be heard. I run my shop from my house. My street, my area, they feel I don't, in their mind, this woman, how will you just build this kind of shop here? My customers are not in my neighborhood. So you can be anywhere. Just keep being heard. Okay, so it has not been easy, but because with consistency, when I started selling seafood, people told me to throw them away. I buy them, it stays for, if I buy 5 kg, it will stay for 1 month, 2 months, nobody will buy them. At the end of the day, I will throw them away. I'm coming somewhere, I will throw them away. I will go again. Someone came to my shop and said, this woman, you don't even have sense. Which one is seafood? Who eats seafood? But I was consistent. When I mean consistent, against all odds. Today we buy 1,000 kg and we sell it up in 2 to 3 days. Consistency and seeing the vision in what you do. Some people, when they want to do business, they go to the flooded market. There are people making money from legit business. People call them dirty business. But people don't want to think out of the box. They just want to do the regular. They want to do what everybody is doing. If you see 5 beautiful ladies and you ask them what business you want to go, it is still the same business everybody wants to do. Nobody wants to think out of the box. If you ask me now to give you 3 business that if you do, but people are not patient enough. Business is patience and consistency and showing up. Show up every day. Sometimes we make this noise not because we have all the energy. I tell people, no, you cannot be busy than me, rather fresh. I am busy, but I show up for as often as I can. I don't think that I stay up till 2, 3 a.m. just to keep the business going. And if you call me the next day to show up for my neighbor, I will show up. Not because it's convenient for me, but because I want to be heard. And I know when I want to be heard, my business also will be heard. Thank you very much.
So from her, I would just add that business success is showing up people when it is hard. It is showing up people when no one is clapping. It is showing up people when you don't feel like it. Showing up people when the world says no and you believe that you can do it. Show up. So Adam, let's come to you. You have built trust over time with customers. People trust you. I trust you when I'm not around to handle most of my business. How have you managed to stay consistent? Even when things get tough with riders leaving, them not staying, how have you managed? Your kind of business is stressful. I know getting people who do like the jobs is not difficult. So how have you managed to stay consistent for 5 years?
Okay, thank you for the question. I would say my consistency comes from a place of passion. When you love doing something and not necessarily about what you get from it, but about going back home and you are fulfilled that, okay, I've been able to help this person, that person solve a problem. So it's basically about the passion I have for the job, and also the fact that I have built trust through the years. Like, basically, majority of my customers would, when they call, they are rest assured that yes, the commitment is part of my success story. Thank you.
Thank you, Erenia. So I'll come to Narich. I think this is the last one. So growth comes with growing pain. Growth also comes with a lot of responsibilities. The more you grow, the more the responsibility increases. We are all testament to that. So Narich, as a single person navigating business in Asaba, let's stop single persons now that complain, oh, I've got no helper. You know, you're all by yourself, doing it by yourself every single day. Have there been times when you face challenges and you feel like, oh, I can't push through anymore? I just want to stop. And what has kept you? What has kept you pushing?
Okay, thank you very much. This is like a review to some people. Some of the people that do business with me actually think I'm married. Because they'll call me and they'll be like, Mama, how are the children? How is the family? And I said, they are fine. Because they are coming. So, if I say it's not been challenging, then I'll be a liar. But there's something I've come to believe in. Being a complete person is very important. No amount of money your husband, your helper, or whoever he has is too much. Dangote's wives are into businesses. Some of them come from the Dantata family. So they are into businesses. So they know how to fend for themselves too, with or without the husband being there. So that you make your own money, there is this excitement that comes with it. That you are able to do things for yourself without waiting for someone to do it. Gives you some level of joy. So you single girl that is waiting for the odogu that will come and pay for shop rent for you, please wake up from your slumber. You can actually be the odogu for yourself. You can be the odogu parara you're waiting for. You don't need an odogu to get to that place. But are you ready to get your hands into it? Like Reda once said, no business is dirty. Doing business is solving problems. Look for a problem that nobody has been able to solve and get into it. I am a farmer. I have a poultry. I do food sharing. If you see me at Oko, sometimes when I go to do my cow sharing, you wonder what kind of bush girl is this. It doesn't bother me. At the end of the day, when I clean up and come out, you wouldn't even know. The money doesn't smell dirty, does it? For that reason, get your hands dirty. Do it. Become your Odogu Parara. Whatever it is you want to achieve, put your mind to it and you will achieve it. Thank you.
Also, I just want to add that the woman's money is sweet. A woman's money is sweet. If you have money as a woman and you don't need to look back to a man to say, give me one cocoa, you will understand the sweetness of your own money. And you will do anything to get your hands dirty, to get that money to avoid insult. Women, get your money, it is sweet. Yeah, so I'll just one last word from each person and then we'll call this panel a day and then we'll move to the awards.
What is stay consistent with what you are doing and keep showing up. Keep showing up. That's one of the secrets. Keep showing up and stay consistent. Thank you.
Okay, my last word would be, most times it might seem that running a business can be difficult, but even in that challenging situation, be consistent, believe in yourself, and everything will work out well. Thank you.
One last word. I'm a testament to what community can do. I run the biggest cooperative in Asaba, no cap. I have over 300 registered savers in my community currently. It didn't start from the streets. It started from ABC. So, don't throw away what you have in your hands. A community is somewhere where you can actually grow effortlessly if you put your mind to it. They call up for visitations, show up. If there are 10 visitations, at least attend 3. Nobody said you should do the whole 10. If you can do the 10, beautiful. They call up for dues, pay your dues. Some people were looking at me past them today with the work club, and they almost wanted to eat me off. But now people will pay me dues, now I give work club now. When they call up for hangouts like this, come for it. It's not as though you have the entire money in the world. But by being there with people, by people getting to know you, they will remember whenever somebody needs something that you do, there's this person in my community that does it. The way I get referrals, these days I'm very lazy with adverts, which isn't actually a good thing. But every day, I must see one person that will call me up and say, someone from ABC sent me your contact. That is what the power of community does. I don't think this is actually the crowd we are even supposed to be talking to, because these are like the active members of the group. But I still know that there are some inactive ones that pay for hangout. So please, you ghost and inactive members, try and be active. You benefit from it. From 1, you will count 1,000. Growth in Asaba is very difficult. Like it is doing business in Asaba is very challenging. As I is getting referrals in the group, you learn. There are things that ordinarily you have to pay for before you get. Then you drop an inquiry on the group, and somebody, we have everybody in ABC. Everyone sitting here is a doctor, PhD. Everyone that is sitting here, there is nobody that is not a PhD. The doctor that spoke to us is a consultant with FMC. Everyone is in ABC. So whatever it is you need is in the community. Use it. I am a user. If I see that I can use you, I will use you. Very, very well. So learn to use what you have in your hands. People are scampering to get it. You are with it. Use it. Don't wait until it slips off your hand. Thank you all.
Okay, thank you. Just before I get up, I would just like to add that make conscious effort to grow. Don't allow people meet you where they left you. I am not the same person you met at Asaba Vendors Hangout 1.0. I have grown. A lot of us have grown. Every one of us sitting here have grown. Make conscious effort. You are not the only one with problems. Stop complaining. I did not make sale. I did not do this. No, I did not do. You are not the. Grow above your problems. Grow beyond your problems. Rise above your problems, dear vendors. Grow. Do not allow us to come back for Asaba Vendors Hangout 6.0 and meet you the same way. Make conscious effort to grow. That's just the last word I will leave you with. Thank you.
Last year was very challenging for my business. When you run a poultry and experience deaths in the farm, you'll understand what I'm talking about. I lost over 500 birds, chicken and turkey. We're not talking about day olds. We're talking about birds that have gotten to about 6 weeks. So we're talking about millions. And people in Dangote did not even know I was passing through anything. I was showing up on the group every day. Is it that you won't have challenges in business? It's a lie. You're a human, you're human. So long as it has to do with living, challenges will come. Nobody says you should be as strong as the next person beside you. Nobody is saying you should ignore the fact that you're passing through something. We all have our coping mechanism. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to go out for a while, do that. If you need to sleep over it, do that. If you need to change environment, do that by all means. Go and come back refreshed, and you keep pushing ahead. Will you stop living because challenges came? Will you stop doing business because you met one no or another no? I have sent proposals that people, they don't even call you. You're not talking about people that will say, I'll get back to you. There are some who read, that will read and they will not look at it again. Will you, because of that, pack up and not do business again? So long as there is life, we will keep pushing. So if you want to rest, rest. If you need to do, again, continue. Consistency does not mean that you should kill yourself while doing it. You're human. Take some time off, come back stronger, and push. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Darich Kishin, for that wonderful response.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for this opportunity. Please, ma'am, I'd like to ask because you spoke about online presence, and that has been my biggest challenge. I really don't know, but I have a clothing brand. Immediately I make my clothes, my client comes and take it off. So I don't really have a means to get like a video, and sometimes when they will send pictures to me, there are pictures that are not really okay to post. So I'm asking, in this scenario, how do you think I can grow financial, grow my online presence? That's my question. Let me answer that question.
Can we just let's have the two questions together?
Yes, my dear, please, if you do not have money, please create money or look for a way to learn how to create content for yourself. Your customers, from experience, they feel that since they have paid for a service, they do not owe you any video or any pictures. I have a place in my dining room where I've created my signage and the rest. Use it and do your content before you give them the clothes. Do before and after delivery content. And that is what, if you check, that is what all fashion brands are doing. Doing production and after. You hear me? Do not wait for a customer to send you a high quality video. They're not going to send. Is that understood? Thank you.
So the summary of that is find a way where there is no way. You must find a way. As a business owner, you cannot be nonchalant. You cannot be saying, oh, because I don't have. The first step of even owning an online business is to have a good phone. You must have a good phone, a phone that can snap. It's not negotiable. You need to buy it, because how do you make money when you don't show people that you have something to sell? It is a conscious effort, my dear. It is a conscious effort. So thank you. Welcome, please. Thank you all, this panel and
Hi, my name is Richard Ford. I'm the creative director of Richard Ford. My question is, I've noticed something about businesses, online businesses in Asaba. The synergy is not right. For example, I own a clothing brand, and definitely I do not sell fabrics. And I would like to source fabrics from someone that sells fabrics, and it's not working. I also know somebody that has a natural hair brand and salon, and persons that sell products that they need is not working. So I don't know if leaders of ABC can improve in the terms of synergy between businesses, because I feel collaboration is key. I might be sewing, you are selling fabrics, you are selling tailoring materials, I'm doing hair, you are selling things I need to make hair. So at least I want you to talk more on synergy for us. That's
Thank you, bro. Let me talk about that. Let me use my group for example. We have tailors in my group. We have someone that sells fabrics in my group. So that synergy is there. Okay? So I don't know if you are saying the community should provide the synergy or the vendors themselves. Good. So it has to do with your person now. Your person. Your own personality will come in. Yes. Because if I sell materials, for example, and you are a tailor, I will really need to have that trust there first before that synergy can be there. You understand what I'm saying? So that trust must come in. I have vendors here. We have vendors here that I supply seafood to in their restaurant. They are here. They are here. And that synergy is there. Because we are members of the same community and because the trust is there. So that's why it's a personality thing. It's a personality thing. Thank you. You got it right?
All right, thank you very much to the panelists.